Well, tip top of the day, family. Coach Pierre here, man. I'm excited to be on another day. We're going to have some great day today. Today, we're going to be talking about the top 5 habits of high producing real estate agents. So, drop a one in the chat if whenever you're watching this. If you are a real estate agent, you're a professional, you're a broker, and you're here today on the stream, show some love in the comments. I'm here to love on you and to educate you. That's my whole purpose in this life, to help people to maximize their ability in life. And that's what I'm here to do. So today, I want to kind of jump right into it. I'm going to jump right into it because I don't want to be long. I really don't particularly like lengthy, long videos. I'm really kind of like in quick. It's interesting that, you know, uh, uh, our attention span as people in general, forget real estate agents, but as people in general, our attention span is very, very, very short, right? And so it's really important sometimes that you don't really need something that is too long in order for you to be able to grasp on it, right? I think that we want to be able to kind of like be able to jump into the content and do that. So go ahead, man, and let me see who's in here with me today. Hazel Pierre is in the house, my girl, always working, always out there helping out. I tell you, folks, I couldn't do life without my girl, man. I'm just gonna put that out there. She has been a tremendous source for me in this world. So again, shout out to my girl Hazel. As we're getting ready to get started, and as you come in, and I don't know when you exactly going to be coming in on, but whenever you do fall in, make sure drop in the comment. But before we start doing that, I want to announce something that I talked about yesterday, and I want to talk about it again today. I'm very excited, super, super, super excited to announce that we are officially launching the Max Inside podcast. Drop a one in the chat if you still hear me, because I did this last night and it didn't yeah, it didn't work out well. So drop a one in the chat if you still hear me. I want to go ahead and drop some emojis in the place. Yes sir, yes sir. It's happening. Your boy is officially launching the Max Insight podcast, where we're going to be dealing with mindset, marketing, and motivation. And I really dived into that last night. And I'm going to talk a little bit about it today, but we're going to be focusing on mindset, marketing, and motivation. So again, thank you so much, guys, for the support throughout the years. Just from me starting my career, and this is something that has been a passion of mine for a very, very, very long time. And I really took way too long to start it. So again, if you're here, you're watching, make sure hop over to the channel, subscribe to the podcast. We're going to be dropping new videos every single week, every Tuesday and Thursday. And these are going to be like super short, super great videos. It's going to be like under 5 minutes, especially in the beginning. Great for when you're just getting up, getting your coffee. Great for when you're just going out to the, driving out to the gym. You can get so much packed into 5 minutes that it will take you the entire day to just sort it out. So I'm excited again to drop the Max Insight podcast. It's dropping tomorrow. It's going to be coming out at 6 a.m. Because that's when you need to be getting up. You cannot be getting up at 9 o'clock as an entrepreneur. I'm just going to put that out there. If you're with me, no waking up at 9 a.m. as an entrepreneur, okay? Let's just get that out there real quick. We're not doing that. Nope. You got to wake up on time every time in order to do it. Yes? All right, man. So let's go ahead and get back on here, get back into some content. The 5 habits of highly successful real estate agents. I want to go ahead and jump right into that with you guys here today. So let's talk about habit number 1, which is having a winning mindset. Habit number 1 is having a winning mindset. Everything that you do, and I talked about it last time, I'm talking about it today, everything that you do comes down to your mindset. Success starts with belief and resilience. Let me say it again. Success starts with belief and resilience. Number 1, in order for you to do anything, in anything, any successful person, the first thing is that you have to do what? Somebody help me, drop it in the chat. You have to believe. I have to believe that I can do that. The second thing is going to be resilience. Because not because you believe that you can do it, you're going to be successful at it. Because how many of you know that as you begin to embark on whatever it is that you're trying to do, you're going to start getting some resistance, and this resistance will require resilience. Yes or yes? You got to be able to bounce back, man. I'm telling you something. When you get out there and you're trying to be an entrepreneur, you're trying to be a business owner, you're trying to be a real estate agent, open up an office, you're going to get punched in the face. And what are you going to do when you get punched in the face? Are you with me so far? Yes, you have to believe. The next thing that we want to talk about is the importance of consistency, patience, and long-term vision. So we talk about resilience, talk about belief, but that's not enough. You have to be consistent. You have to be patient, and you have to make sure that you have that long-term vision in play. Are you with me so far? So what am I talking about? Consistency. This is part of my story. I've always wanted to get on YouTube. I've always wanted to be doing videos, and I'll post a video here. I've had my YouTube channel for years, and I will not be posting out content on a regular basis. And my channel is now growing, and I've seen some friends of mine who they've been posting, they started their channel after mine, and now they're up to how many subscribers, and they're doing really good. And I'm still here stuck. And that's because I wasn't consistent. You have to be patient. Everybody, no one, it's just like cooking, right? It's just like cooking. If you want to put the pasta in the pot and want to eat it right away, that's not going to happen. You can't put the pie in the oven and expect to eat it right away. You got to be patient for it to cook. Same thing with your business, same thing with your company, consistent patience, and you got to make sure that you got that long-term vision. Yes? The next thing that we want to talk about is overcoming rejection and maintaining motivation. That's one of the reasons why I created the Max Insight podcast. Make sure you jump on that. Um, as you begin to go through this vision that you have, people are going to reject you. They're going to push back. You're going to get a lot of no's before you can get a yes. You're going to get a lot of no's before you can get a yes. Okay. So you're going to get that rejection. So having a source, having a place whereby you can stay motivated, like the Max Insight podcast or the Maximizers Elite community or whatever community that you have. You got to have a place where you can go and you can get that motivation that you need to kind of move forward. Drop a fire emoji in the chat if that makes sense whenever you're watching it, okay? Rejection is going to happen. What is going to be? So my question for you is, what's your go-to mindset tip to stay motivated? Share it in the chat with me. What's your go-to mindset tip for staying motivated? Okay, we know we gotta have belief, we gotta have resilience, but then some days, man, it's tough. I need that little extra push. I need that little extra spark. What's your go-to mindset to stay motivated? Habit number 2, mastering lead generation and follow-up. I've said this on many different trainings, and I'm going to say to you right now today, you could be the best at whatever it is that you do. If you do not develop the skill set of marketing, lead generation, and follow-up, you are not going to grow your business. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you do. You have to develop the skill set of lead generation and marketing. Okay? While lead generation should be a daily activity, I say to my team all the time, when you wake up every day, the first thing that you have to ask yourself is this: how do I make it rain today? How do I make it rain today? What is it that I got to do to make sure that business and opportunity is coming into the door? Whoever you are, whatever level you are in your business, how are you going to make it rain today? Okay, that's the number one question. And I train and I coach agents all the time in my community. And I say, look, listen, what's your number one lead generation activity? What's your superpower? What's the one thing in your business that's going to, some people are great at social media. Some people are great at video. Some people are great at events. What is the thing that you're going to commit to that's going to make you great? Put that in the chat for me, right? Some of the best strategies for prospecting. For me, I think one of the best ways for any business, I don't care if you're a restaurant owner, if you are in mortgages, if you're in real estate, one of the best sources is always going to be referrals, word of mouth. When people are happy with the way that you treat them, I'm going to talk about it in habit number 3, I believe. When people are happy with the way that you treat them, they tell other people. What everyone's looking for right now, write this one down, this is a good one, is an amazing experience. They're looking for an experience, right? They're looking for an amazing experience in dealing with in their transaction. And then obviously social media is massive. So you see me doing some of that now with the YouTube and the Facebook and paid ads. Paid ads. I think that that's really crucial in putting paid ads, right? Follow-up techniques that keeps clients engaged. What are some of your strategies, right, for keeping your clients engaged? So my question for you now would be, how do you stay consistent with your lead follow-ups? How are you staying consistent with your lead follow-ups? Put it in the chat for me. Let me know. Are you consistent? Would you say on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest, tell me how consistent are you with follow-up? Okay, I'd love to hear from you on that. All right, habit number 3, effective client communication. Effective client communication, right? Building trust with clear, transparent communication. How great are you with effectively communicating with your client? What are the channels that you're doing? I have one particular agent. She follows up with, she communicates with her clients the way that they want to be communicated with. She communicates with the client. So how do you want to be communicated? Oh, I love text message. Yeah, some clients, they will not talk to you in a text message. I have a friend of mine. That he will not talk to me on the phone. He will only speak to me on Facebook Messenger. Facts. True story. If I call him on the phone, right, he will not. He will be like, "Bro, what is this? Why are you? What are we in like 1997 or something?" He will not. He will not. He will not do it, man. He will not do it. So, how do you build trust and clear, transparent communication? How do you communicate with your client? And how to ask the right questions to understand your client needs. There's a book by John Maxwell that says that good leaders ask great questions. Do you have really good, engaging questions already queued up for whenever you're sitting in front of that prospective seller, prospective buyer, or whomever your ideal client is? Are you great at asking questions? And there's a skill set in asking questions. Some people ask questions that are very interrogating, and some people ask questions that are discovery. Hey, tell me, I know we're sitting here now because you want to get the home sold, but let me know, what happens if this house doesn't sell? How does that affect your plans? Ooh, that's a great question. Super great question. Why is that a great question? Because now you're going to get real motivation. Well, I don't know. If this doesn't sell, I can't take the job. If it doesn't sell, I can't move to my family. Good leaders, good business owners ask great questions. That's a good one. Write that down. And then you also have to have the power of listening. Clients want to make sure that they feel heard. They want to make sure that they feel heard. So don't just listen to respond. You're listening so that you can understand, so that you can help. Sometimes we just listen and we just have what we want to say and we just kind of look into respond. But if you listen to understand so that you can help, is a whole nother question, right? And what's the best communication tip that you have learned in your real estate career? I would love to hear that. Drop it in the comment for me. Let's go to number 4. Number 4, staying organized and managing your time. Big issue. Big issue. Staying organized and managing your time. I've seen a lot of my family lose business because of a lack of management of themselves in time. Time blocking for efficiency and productivity. I think that when it comes to running your business, you got to make sure that you have these sections and these blocks, right? These sections and blocks where you're time blocking for efficiency and productivity. The other thing that I want to make sure that you're using is a CRM to track your leads and your appointments and your follow-ups. You cannot be running your business without some form of a database. You cannot run a business without a database. So I want to make sure that you're doing that. So these are some of the habits. I'm just kind of going through the habits here for you. You want to also be able to delegate tasks and work smarter, not harder. Well, what does that mean? You got to ask yourself this question. Is this getting me closer to my goal? Is this the best and highest use of my time? These are some of the things that you focus on when you're trying to, you're trying to delegate your task, your time, and you're trying to, make sure that you're maximizing the time well. You're stewarding the time that you have well. So, what's your favorite tool or the system to help you stay organized? I would love to see you drop that in the chat for me. And let's go to number 5. Investing in continuous learning. So what I've seen is a lot of my team members, a lot of my real estate family in specific, they stop learning. They stop growing. They're not reading. They're not listening to podcasts like the Max Insight podcast that's coming out. Make sure you get that. They're not doing these things. So therefore, they're stuck with just the information that they have. It's really, really important, family, that you get plugged in to a group, get plugged in to a community that is going to help you when it comes to keeping you on top of your game. As right now, where we're dealing with artificial intelligence, we're dealing with AI agents, we're seeing all these different things. So make sure I do that. So top agents never stop learning. They're always getting books, courses, and mentors that make the difference. So who's your mentor? Who's mentoring you? What book are you reading? What courses are you taking right now to help you go to the next level? Staying ahead of market trends and adapt to changes. Staying ahead of market trends and adapt to changes. Okay? So my question for you now is, What's the latest book or the course or something that you took that changed the game for you? Okay, what is something that you're doing that's different? So that's it for the 5 habits of highly successful agents. We're going to go back through them again. So I want you to make sure and see it. Is that number one, you got to have a winning mindset. Number two, I want you to master lead generation and follow up. Number three is going to be effective client communication. Number four is going to be staying organized and managing your time. And number five is going to be investing in continuous learning. Keep growing, keep learning. And here's what I want to leave you with. Success in real estate is about mastering the right habits. Success in business is about mastering the right habits. Keep showing up, keep learning, and always take it to the max. Can't wait to see you in another one, family. God bless you guys. Coach Pierre here. Don't forget, make sure you check out the Max Insight podcast. It's dropping tomorrow at 6 a.m. If you want to get motivated, you want to fix your mindset, you want to learn more about marketing, make sure and check that. It's coming out tomorrow. Until that time, guys, I love you. God bless you. And keep on taking it to the max. See you on the next one. Take care.